I'm asked all the time, how did Sisel get started and what started the Maurer mission? Well, at Sisel, our mission is about health, wealth, and happiness in creating a business environment that is derived towards making people as successful as they can become. Success is defined by customers and distributors who find success through health and wealth, financial freedom, better health, better business opportunities. But the real story, it started over 30 years ago. Dad had a very successful industrial chemical business. But what he noticed changed our lives forever.
Son of a gun. That hurts. But my body will repair it. But you know, I'm working around these harmful industrial chemicals, the kinds that I used to make in my industrial cleaning business, and I made about 400 of them, and we had to give material safety data sheets because many of these ingredients in them, when you get them on the skin, are very harmful and even toxic to the body. Propylene glycol, which is used in industrial antifreeze, and also it's in hydraulic fluid and brake fluid and things like that. The material safety data sheets at that time says it causes kidney damage and liver abnormalities. And the aggressive cleaners that are in the engine degreaser just eats proteins and compounds like that so they can be washed away. We clean slaughterhouse floors and degrease locomotives and things like that because it just eats everything so it can. This is car antifreeze, has ethylene glycol. Drink it and you die. So you know why you wouldn't want to put that on your skin. So the reason we had to give material safety data sheets to our customers and warn our employees is because what's in this bottle. Our employees had to wear protective clothing and masks and things like that, and if they ever got any on them, they were instructed to strip them off, jump in, and pull an emergency shower immediately because they were so harmful to the body. It led to one thing. I got up to be a label reader as I looked in my shampoo bottle one day and turned it over and read the ingredients. And I thought, oh my gosh, all the ingredients that are here and more that were potentially harmful were in my hair shampoo. And I thought, how could they be there? I could not believe why we would want to put ingredients like that on our skin. So I walked around and I took a wastebasket and I read a bottle, and if it had it on it, I threw it in. Lotion, shampoos, cleansers, toothpaste, everything. And when I got done, I had nothing left to use.
I can still remember Dad walking around the house throwing shampoo, lotions, toothpaste in the garbage. The amazing part of this was years before anybody realized that the industrial chemical ingredients were used in personal care products. They were actually poisoning us.
I remember the first time I realized just how serious my dad was. We were on our way to our annual trip to the Teton National Forest. We had stopped at a gas station like we always do to get some treats, food, and magazines, and I wanted to get some tanning lotion. So as we went through the checkout line, I remember I watched my dad reach out and grab the bottle and turned it around, and he started to read what was in it. So I just watched him for about 20 or 30 seconds, and he finally looked up and said, "Who's buying this? Whose is this?" And I said, "It's mine. Why?" And he said, "Well, there are ingredients in this bottle that I'm not going to let you put on your body." And that's the first time Dad showed me to turn the bottle.
At first, people thought we were crazy. Now they acknowledge what we've been saying for over 3 generations, that these ingredients are harmful and they should not be in personal care products.
And you know, we took a big stand against the biggest personal care companies, big pharma, and even the government, because we wanted to ensure that our family and your family were safe, and the Sisel Safe Seal guarantees it.
As you can tell, the Maurer mission is really important to us. It's a tradition that's been handed down generation to generation. And as a family member and part of Sisel, I'm really excited to see where will the next generation take it.
I was born in the Maurer mission, and it's literally the only thing that I know. I started working with Sisel when I was 16 years old, and I would come over after my classes and I would mow the lawns and I would sweep the shop and I eventually started working in the call center to my current position now in operations. I have big shoes to fill, and I feel as though I'm literally walking in the footsteps of giants. I know and truly believe in the Mauer mission. In my family, we are very passionate about helping people improve their health, helping people improve their wealth, and helping people improve their happiness, and doing all this while protecting the environment that we love so much.
So come join us on this worldwide mission.
Turn the bottle.
Protect your family.
And help make the world a better place.
Koga, California here. Hey, why do you want to be Koga certified? Because it will change your life. You know what? This is the most incredible workout that has ever been invented. Low impact, high energy, you burn up to 800 calories in 1 hour, and you're tightening, toning, strengthening your body like never before. I'm 48 years old, been a Koga instructor for 3 years, and I'm in the best shape of my life. And you know what? You can do it too. All you have to do is sign up at getkogafit.com. That's getkogafit.com, and sign up and get certified. We're going to be doing a certification soon. Don't want to miss out. We'll see you there. Bye. What's your name?
Shirley.
Shirley. How long have you been taking Koga?
2 years.
About 2 years?
2 years.
About 2 years?
Yeah.
What do you like about Koga?
I like the cardio part, the stretching, and building strength in my arms and legs. I really enjoy it.
You feel yourself getting stronger?
Yes, and I've shed a lot of pounds. Well, I've shed some pounds by doing Koga, and I enjoy it. I love it.
Awesome. Would you say Koga's for everybody?
Yes, Koga's for everybody.
Koga's for everybody. You heard it here today at the mall. Thank you. This is my good friend.
Tina,
Yeah.
the oldest person in the class.
And how old are you?
I'll be 72
She's going to be 72, and you do Koga every Saturday here at the mall,
every
don't you?
Saturday.
And is this too hard for a 72-year-old?
No,
It's not.
just
It's
do
not.
what you can.
Do what you can.
What
That's
you
what we
can,
say to
right.
do with Koga Fitness.
If you
We
can't
say-
do it, go side to side.
That's right.
Okay.
Just moving creates movement, and you keep moving, you're going to be doing it for an awful long time. I just love this lady. She's such an inspiration. Such an inspiration. Every Saturday here
Thank you.
at
I
Carson Mall.
love him too.
What's really interesting about these guys is that we're testing an idea that we've had about why mice and why we get old. And that's been a question for thousands of years. Why do we age?
Bottoms up.
Meryl Streep downed a shot of an anti-aging elixir in Death Becomes Her. But what was once Hollywood magic may be closer to reality than you might think.
There's a misconception that what we're trying to do here is keep people older for longer. It's actually the complete opposite. We're trying to keep people younger for longer.
It's the science of aging, and Harvard Medical School researcher David Sinclair is smack in the middle of it. In this exclusive look at his strictly guarded mice lab, Sinclair describes how he's attempting to turn back the clock.
One of the mice here looks quite old. He has some gray hair, he's getting wrinkles, he's losing some hair on his nose. And this mouse is, for all intents and purposes, old. And then these other mice here are relatively young looking. It turns out they're exactly the same age. They're brothers and sisters. And what we've done is we've set up the system here so that this mouse is undergoing aging but a little bit faster than normal. And we can now use him to test the molecules to slow down aging.
Sinclair has been studying the aging process for nearly 20 years now. A decade ago, he spearheaded research on resveratrol, a molecule found in grapes that made headlines when scientists revealed it kept overfed mice fit and healthy. Suddenly, red wine was all the rage.
Since then, we've been trying to not just understand resveratrol, but how do we make better molecules that could be drugs one day. And when we want to grow up a lot of these cells to make it, we put them in here, and this is called a bioreactor. And this is filled with billions of yeast cells that are producing molecules that we will feed to mice and eventually, hopefully one day, put it in a pill or a cream to be able to have people live longer and healthier lives. NAD is a really interesting molecule. It's the latest in our long line of research. If you raise the NAD levels, at least in a mouse that has liver cancer, we can greatly extend the lifespan and the prognosis for that mouse. So we're optimistic that this technology could also benefit people with cancer as well. Each one of these human cells that's growing here, what's really interesting and important for aging are the red dots here. Those are called the mitochondria. Each of our cells needs mitochondria, or basically they die within a few seconds. So you really need these mitochondria to make energy. And as we get older, the amount of energy that these little capsules make, these battery packs, goes down a lot. And our molecules, we discovered just last year, can rapidly reverse the aging in these red mitochondria so that they become youthful. One of the most important things that we've been looking at is the ability of our research to protect the brain, because there's no use in keeping the rest of the body healthy but having the brain deteriorate. So what we've been doing is looking at whether these anti-aging genes, or these youth-prolonging genes, sirtuins, do they protect the brain? And the answer is absolutely yes. If you have a mouse that has more of the sirtuin genes, they're protected against Alzheimer's, Huntington's, and they're even smarter.
Despite skepticism in some scientific circles, Sinclair is an ardent defender of the work his team is doing.
Every time we put out a paper, seemingly, there's someone who comes back and says, this is not right. But we haven't had to change our conclusions yet. Time and time, we've gone back and we've checked our work, we've repeated it, we've gone further, we've gone deeper.
He's so confident, he's actually made himself a human guinea pig.
It's fairly well known that I've been taking resveratrol for the last 10 years, and I'm still alive. I still feel great. My parents decided to take it 10 years ago too, and they're still doing well in their 70s. My father is 75 and literally fitter than I am. He still runs and goes to the gym every day. So we'll see.
And it's possible the work being done at Sinclair's lab may not only extend life, it could help create it.
There's even newer technology where you could take some cells from a woman who is becoming infertile or is going to have chemotherapy, and we could grow those in the lab, and we could select the healthiest ones and correct genetic diseases and make children out of those.
It could be years, even decades, before the benefit of Sinclair's work is proven in humans. But he's virtually certain that time will come.
I wouldn't even set a limit to the human lifespan. I'm not crazy enough to say that we're going to live forever. That's not going to happen. But can we live to 100? For sure. Can we one day all live to 150? I don't see why not. It's just a matter of when.
Victory through pain, through sweat and blood. Each failure a commitment.
To endure. To overcome until I succeed. I do not stop. I do not quit. I fight until there's nothing left to give.
I run until there's no strength left to stand. And then I do it again. This
is my victory.